For me, carrot cake was my all-time favourite cake growing up. I'm not the most avid baker, so a foolproof carrot cake that doesn't involve turning on the oven is the ultimate for me. You would normally grate the carrots in your standard baked cake, but because we're not cooking this version, I'm going to chop them up very finely in a food processor. Okay, it's pretty good. So now for the most important step, get a clean tea towel. Just want to transfer the pulp into the clean tea towel. There is a lot in here, so we want to squeeze out as much of the juice as we can from the pulp, because we don't want it to make it soggy. The texture to be nice and firm. Such a beautiful colour. It's a very good excuse for a carrot juice. Deliciously sweet. Grab some spices, ground nutmeg, cinnamon and ginger. The quintessential carrot cake spices and some freshly pitted dates. This cake is also gluten-free. Have some almond meal here. Dates add a really nice caramelly note. They are high in natural sugars, but I find that it's better than adding some refined sugar because they're very high in fibre and they go really well with these spices. And a pinch of salt, which I will still add to desserts to bring out the flavours of our ingredients. Let's put on the lid. Starting to look good. You want the mixture to start sticking together. It's looking like breadcrumbs at the moment, almost there. Come together well now. Have some walnuts here. Just want to chop them into larger pieces, not too fine, because they will go into the processor again. We'll just keep a small amount to garnish the top of the cake. We'll add the rest to the food processor. I have some desiccated coconut. Because it's a raw cake, it really helps with the texture. And we probably don't need it, but I like to add sultanas. I think I loved carrot cake so much as a kid because I absolutely love cream cheese icing, which we'll get onto that shortly. It's the balance of the ingredients between sweet and savoury. You just want to pulse it until it's just combined. All right. The best thing about a raw cake, this is it, it's done. We can taste it. There's no waiting game. We've just got to press it into the cake tin. So I have a lined springform cake tin. It's the smallest one that I own because it's such a nutrient-dense cake. You don't need too much of it. Just tip it into the tin. I have a palette knife here, but you could just use the back of a spoon. You just want to make sure that there aren't any air pockets. How easy is this? That's it. Our cake is done. Just needs to chill out in the fridge for an hour while we make the icing. Okay, now for the best part. Cream cheese icing makes any icing sing, in my opinion. But rather than using processed cream cheese, I found a better way using strained yogurt. I call it sourish cream in my book, but it's really easy to make. All you need to do is pick up some yogurt and mix it with a bit of salt and pop it into a sieve lined with some paper towel and then leave it to strain for a couple of days in the fridge until it's really thick. I'm also using maple syrup instead of icing sugar. It will give it a slightly runnier consistency, but the flavour and the nutritiousness trumps the normal version. There's no need for a hand whisk or beaters or anything like that. Our icing is done. Wow, that is good. You can make this a couple of days ahead. Okay, the good thing about using almond meal is because it's raw, if we were using flour, we'd need to cook it. The best part. And some walnuts on top. My no-bake carrot cake, an easy dessert to feel good about.